Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, the brand new Hyundai Veloster R-Spec Turbo. Now the R-Spec means that this thing's going to have a little bit of weight reduction on this vehicle, and you're actually going to lose some stuff that you may end up wanting. Now, first thing on the loss list comes with keyless entry is lost on this automobile, along with heated leather seats, the push-button start, and also the driver's side automatic up-down feature for the electric window. Now, these things won't lose a massive amount of weight, but a fair amount of weight nonetheless. Not to mention the car is a little bit more stripped down, so if you are wanting to modify it in any way, shape, or form, especially in the interior parts, you are well free to do so. Now, as far as the rest of the car, it comes pretty much as standard. Now, it still comes with a 1.6-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, putting out 201 brake horsepower and 195 pounds-feet of torque. That's run through a 6-speed manual shift-only option, which also comes with a B&M Sport Shift transmission setup up top, which means the crisp shifts on this vehicle. Hearing a lot of good noise about that. Not to mention, 0 to 60 numbers come in at 7.7 seconds with a top speed of 130 miles an hour. I think probably one of the most interesting things when it comes to this particular model is for a lot of car companies to save weight on an automobile, they'll charge you more money. Think of a lot of the cars that are lightweights, like the Porsche 911 RS and the Gallardo Superleggera, if you will. They charge you a lot of money to strip some stuff out. Apparently, Hyundai is going to do the exact opposite. Well, if you buy this particular model, the standard Turbo R comes in at $22,110 US. Hearing rumors that it could be at least $1,000 less than that. So we'll keep you in tune what comes to this when we get official pricing on this thing. I think not a bad little option, especially if you're going to modify it. Sticking with Hyundai, this is the brand new Hyundai Genesis sedan. The all-new vehicle inside and out. Now, I'm hearing great buzz about this machine, especially the exterior styling. It looks very distinctive, very much better than the outgoing car. The outgoing car was very easy to maybe lose in the pack. It was a little bit mundane, especially in the front end of the vehicle. Now, this vehicle is supposedly very well done on the inside. A lot of fit and finish issues have been repaired on this, not to mention a lot of soft touch materials and all the touch points, and is very well put together when it comes to that. Very luxurious from what we're hearing. Now, as far as propulsion for this automobile, it comes with the standard 333 brake horsepower, 3.8-liter V6, or you can opt up for the 429 brake horsepower, 5-liter V8. Now, this vehicle is rear-wheel drive, but you can opt for the all-wheel drive option in both engine options. And also, the engines are mated up with a ZF 8-speed Shiftronic automatic transmission. This vehicle will be going on sale very soon, and we hope to have official pricing on this vehicle as soon as well. This next little story is a little bit weird. This is Mark Purcelli. He's a fella who's got an idea of selling a part of himself. He was on a CBS program called The Doctors when he made the announcement that he is planning on selling a part of his body for cash. Now, you're already probably thinking right along the lines of exactly what he's selling. Yes, he's a guy, and yes, he has two of them, and yes, they're in his pants. And he plans on selling one of them for medical science for $35,000. Now, why am I talking about it? Well, of course, this fellow wants to buy a car with it. He wants to buy this car, the Nissan 370Z, which I gotta say, he's got good taste in automobiles, even if he is going to sell a piece of them to get it. Now, all of us guys here probably have done this in the past and said that I would sell my left you-know-what for that particular car. So that was the main joke that was told over many, many sites about this particular situation. But interestingly enough, I don't think it's exactly legal to sell body parts for any reason. So we'll wait and see what comes of this in the future. Next up on the list is the picture of the factory on November 25th of 2013, the Gallardo factory for Lamborghini, as the last ever Lamborghini Gallardo rolled off the lot. Now, the last one actually ended up being an LP 570-4 Spider Performante. Now, this particular model is actually done in that gorgeous Rosso red. Very beautiful automobile. Now, this has been an interesting little situation for Lamborghini because the Gallardo has been quite the great seller. The vehicle has sold 10 years in total and have sold well over 14,000 units. In fact, at the time, Lamborghini was only selling 250 units per year. After the Gallardo, they were selling 2,000 units per year, and in fact, the Gallardo was actually selling 2-to-1 over any of its competition underneath the same banner. So the Gallardo's been quite good in that new Cabrera that we've been seeing rumors about, seeing it pound around the Nürburgring, and actually some photos showed up on the old interweb that might have been leaked out for its Gallardo's replacement is coming soon. But the Lamborghini Gallardo has done a great job for being the entry-level model in Lamborghini's lineup. Next up on the list, well, if you've been jonesing for the brand new BMW i8, terrible news. It is sold out. The first model year is totally lock, stock, and barrel sold out. So you're going to have to wait at least an extra model year, and you better keep close to your BMW dealership if you're interested, because there's a good chance they may sell out because this thing's only been on offer for not too very long. Last up on the list, we're going to talk about my day today, as I met a very popular little automobile. Yes, the brand new C7 Corvette. For the first time, I got to lay eyes on it, and it shows you a little bit of how observant I am, my local General Motors dealership. This is actually the third one that they've had on the lot. I was actually passing through the front of the dealership out on the road, and there was a bit of a traffic snarl, and I actually peeked over and spotted this car sitting in the showroom window. I knew I was going back later on that day. There was actually a little bit of a traffic accident ahead of me. I was making fun of some of the salespeople that this car was probably to blame for this. Now, this car is pretty special, and it does have the Z51 package. Yes, that dry sump oiling system, and not to mention the new magnetic ride control on this particular model. Sadly enough, it is an automatic, though. And it is sold. And they got 5 more coming from what the dealership was telling me. And 4 of those are sold. So if you're still hankering for one, I happen to know with a black on black on black one, it's going to be very, very soon. So you can write me up if you want to on the Facebook page, or here if you want to get your hands on the next C7 that could be coming out very, very soon. Not to mention, one of the sales guys actually said to me, he says, hey, so have you heard of the brand new SS? Well, yes, I have, and voila, they had one on the back lot. Actually went and took a peek at this car. That 455 brake horsepower V8 sounds amazing at startup. Fired it up for me. Beautiful interior on the inside of this automobile. And it's just stealthy enough that I think you could really fly around town underneath the radar, if you know what I mean, as far as the police is concerned. So, pretty cool little automobile. A couple of nice automobiles. It was nice to see this stuff today. It's a pretty cool day, for at least in my mind, in my eyes. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this week's Motor Cars Enthusiast. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, the link's down in the show notes. Got a real cool video on the brand new WRX that's going to be coming out very soon. A lot of technical information on that. It's a pretty good video. Not to mention, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they're out. Now, because it is the Thanksgiving holiday here in the United States, there may not be a early Monday show, possibly just because news is kind of slowing down a tad bit. But if they're not, we will be back next Wednesday or next Thursday. So stay tuned. I thank you for watching. We'll see you again real soon.